Hello everybody, it's Jay Brayson here on turn 20. So I was battling Bettyheim, where the Force Foot Guards, I think it might have been inside the fort. Let's have a look. Yeah, well they took over the fort. Over here, the guys from Abyssia beat the guys from Agartha. I believe from speaking to Jarek that some of the other attacks that have been going on from Abyssia have been less successful. But yes, so what else is going on? So we had a bunch of money come in from this event, so we'll get that spent up. Over in Silverum we found this lurking on the province. Now these light infantry are easy, these archers are going to be a joke, so let's see what magic the Loremaster has. Because typically what happens is that the sages form a communion to help buff this dude. And he has got astral and water, so I'm not entirely sure what he'll even cast, but we'll get this dealt with. So going in like that, firing archers, that's fine. Now we have, scads of cavalry here. This is gonna go in and quite triflingly beat them, I think. I'm not sure if anyone remembers that this is a feature of Dom 5, but you can right click on squads and commanders inside the you know the one, this screen, position army screen itself, to select individual squads. Let's get them in double line. There's no real necessity for it, but it helps encourage good spacing, to my mind. Let's get these guys on sparse line. They'll be basically just there to try to attract missile fire mainly. Guanyin over here is going to pick these up. Over here we did a raid which was unsuccessful due to its interception. We lost quite a few guys. Ultimately we can actually just attack this province now, I think, and go in, because we know that the guys we're going to be attacking with will probably be successful. Might send Hector Stark as well. Right, so let's be sensible about this. So let's hold an attack. Hold and attack. I've no idea how much the guys in Pythium are going to be patrolling with, but they lost quite a lot of stuff. I don't know. Ugh. I wish the raid had been successful, because that would have been quite interesting to show you. But as it stands, we don't even increase the level. Okay, so it's got done for at least. We don't even increase the level of unrest in the province due to its interception. You know what? We won't do that. We will just move. We will just move to up here. We'll take this as soon as we can. These guys can move back. After we deal with this, probably bring at least one of these guys, but not all of them, in terms of the commanders, because they're quite useful for making forts and so on. We can move these dudes in, move these dudes across here. I'm just going to attack straight away with whatever's left over here. Guanyin can patrol. We will have these guys on fire archers. In fact, not fire archers, we'll just have them on fire random. Because, as I already explained earlier in the series, if you fire archers against LA Pythium, then pretty much everything's a valid target, so it's less effective than you'd hope. Right. Let's get up to 5. Leave this dude here, I reckon. Sadly, we are not discovering any of the enchantress sites I was looking for, but I mean, that's so be it, you know, these things happen. I've got 2,000 gold, so step 1, build up PD here. I know it's kind of lame, but it is also quite important. We'll build some palisades over here. Depending on how this culling of the rest of Pythium goes, we may attack into German straight away. It was also slightly depending on how this attack goes, and we'll make sure to get some adequate recruitment over here. So we'll get some more Spirit Masters, because we already have fairly sufficient amounts of Ancestor Smiths at this point. This guy can be useful just holding a quill. Research is not going to be amazing, but you know, there will be at least some. We will get a Bat Tribe Shaman, as they're cheaper than a regular in-depth commander at this point, from that province at least. Or rather, there are none available. In fact, maybe I'll just make them, just keep on making them because of their potential for getting F magic. It's the best of a bad set of options. Move that guy back over there. We're building a palisade. We will get a temple up over here in Great Woods. Basically just trying to protect our dominion against LA Atlantis. So that might move him over here. Because the closer you are to a temple, you know, the quicker the checks are going to be tested against enemy dominion. So now we've come to an arrangement with, pardon me, with Atlantis, where I can, you know, give this a shot. So I think I will. We'll keep this guy moving forward. Sorry, I'm prevaricating on this. Yeah, this is fine. We can move these dudes up to support the invasion over here. Get some more recruitment going on down here. Preaching's fine. In fact, I probably don't need 20 PD. Let's be sensible. Apologies for the racket, by the way. Get an additional temple over here. Try and push our dominion a little bit. Very strong and well organised is only looking at like 25 odd, so we should be quite able to match enemy forces there. We can have these guys patrol, but we'll leave that dude doing it. In fact, I will move this guy down here. Get more of an accurate picture of what's going on. Search one turn with that guy, so we remember to build a temple with him the turn after. And see where we go from there. This should, fingers crossed, go off relatively securely. There's no need for conservative magic gem use because we would rather spend up our gems than save them, but take a lot of casualties. In my mind at least. Depending on how things look and who our next target is going to be, might do a tiny bit of evocation research, but it's not a massive priority by any means. I might move the scout here back into Gladewoods and then have him build a full fortress there after the temple and lab are complete. Alright, thank you very much for watching. It's going to be a relatively short turn. Nothing here that we really need to buy. So I guess we could trim them and get Madame Fortuna. Take care and have a good rest of your day. Greetings. It's 10:21. There's been another die portent. Rare Papa, i.e. the god of Utgard, has overcast the Mother Oak that the Pangaea put up, which is funny. Right, let's see what else happened this turn. So there's a battle in Chambers underneath, which we won easily, and there's a battle in Silverum, which was the throne. So the Pikeneers pretty much all died, the Long Dead all died, and 5 entire Barbarian Heavy Horsemen died. So this revealed that it was the throne of Gaia all along. ordinarily, in like a single player game, be absolutely no question about claiming this, because our scales are growth 1, and going from growth 1 to growth 3 is very good. However, it being a multiplayer game, this then brings into consideration the free son of danger that comes with claiming the Throne of Gaia, because of the amount of random event attacks it spawns, which everyone hates. So yeah, I'm not going to claim it for a little bit. I think I'm going to also not make that mistake again. We'll just leave that on fire. Right, so the upcoming turn we are going to take our Fung Wood. I've spoken to Pangar and said I'm attacking to Fung Wood, so if he wants to attack me, then so be it, but I intend to crush them if they try that. So there we go. Over here we built a temple over in Gerald Woods. Maybe I'll move this guy over to Silverham to eventually put up a temple. It's plausible that Ulm will get cheeky and attack me again. If they do, we'll just rinse them completely and destroy their nation, because they've got about 5 provinces, and I'm not even sure that they've built up the PD on their capital, so no one will miss them. When it comes to Pythium, we need to move relatively somewhat quickly, because the Byakuya Canis are going to create a fair amount of shade beasts while we stick around not killing them yet. So that needs to be expedited, basically. Over here we are completing the lab and building a fortress over here in Glade Woods. It has slightly come to my attention that we have more infrastructure than we can really use at the moment, but what it does mean is that if we get attacked somewhere, we'll probably be more alright than we'd otherwise be, so that's good. Over here we have guards PG. Now we can't really do anything to them because they're well, they're protected by all the Scythecona, so we can't mind hunt them or anything, even if we had the ability to do so, which of course we don't. So yeah, it looks like we got Madame Fortuna, so I'll search with her. Hopefully we can find something nice. Over here I'm bringing the Mound King Rotflesh back to our capital. Maybe we will trade a couple of these out. Yeah, this guy can wear that and research. Gong Gong can move over here. Again, just to reiterate for the multipleth time, we are searching all of our forests in nature magic. This is because nature sites in forests are occasionally a good way to find. I mean, if it happens, it's good. Otherwise, it's not a good way to find enchantresses who are a 4 recruitment point mage with a bunch of elemental rolls. So that's the thinking there, is try our hardest to get ourselves a source of fire magic. I mean, especially with these dudes right here, it's gonna come in handy. So yeah, it also looks like Abyssia is fortifying absolutely astonishingly hard. So yeah, if I'm going to move this dude here, and if Utgard goes into Atlantis over here, I may end up going into Atlantis myself as well to try and deal with that threat as early as possible. Because the later it goes, I mean, we have more counters to them, and also they have more counters to us. I'm also going to strategically rename this guy before Ulm potentially attacks war on us, and he's going to be called the Dogmeat General, who was a historical figure of the 1920s and early 30s, who was a particularly vicious warlord. He killed a member of the Chinese imperial family in exile when he was over in Japan, and was fined a massive $150 for it. There you go. I guess the Japanese just didn't care all that much about the value of the life of Chinese people, at the time at least. Who knows how they think nowadays. Right, moving swiftly onwards from that. Over in Jomon, they again still have this absurd non-aggression pact with Pangaea. I don't know whether Kalum and Pangaea have anything going on. I'm just going to move my scout over to Kalum itself. The pretender god for Agartha is back. Jarek asked for a massive 5 pearls and an item, so I'm well, I didn't even ask for the item. I just got one for free, so I'm sending an ice sword over to him, and who knows whether that will pay off whatsoever or not. But at the end of the day, it's 5 pearls. Even if it doesn't pay off, so what? Right? It's not a game-ending decision. I'm going to be cursing myself if it actually is for some reason, but it doesn't seem terribly likely. We're going to move fully thundering over the steps to 181, at least provisionally, on the basis that I might change my mind about just claiming it, because 2 extra nature gems would be handy, and the extra growth would be handy too. But yeah, we'll have to see what Ulm does. If Ulm goes into us, then we'll just have to deal with that whole issue. But for now, we're just searching it, patrolling it a little bit, because there is quite a high population here, so the initial income will be handy, and seeing how we progress. Now we're moving, I think, sufficient troops into here to defeat the level of PD. If Pangaea also attacks in, there are going to be enough troops at the back to deal with swarms of Stymphalian birds flying in. There are also multiple guys on Guard Commander, so again, even if we attack first into Fengwood and take reasonable to high levels of casualties doing so, and then fight Pangaea, we should have at least a moderate chance of success. So that's the thinking there. After that, we will. I'm not sure how I'm going to deal with this. It's possible to just dumb kill them, so so that might be how we go about it, especially with the kind of temples that I'm starting to put up. It looks like Dom Strength 4 is as high as it gets for Pythium, so it should be pretty manageable to see that off. But I guess we'll just have to see. In fact, I might even move this guy up here on the basis that it'll probably take a couple of turns for our Dominion to get into 168 and 181. And in the meantime, it's quite possible for, I guess it's 19 rather than, so 19 rather than 18 to get from there to there. Okay. In that case, I actually will just move him to here, and then that way we've got options. I was basically thinking, depending on how this goes, it could be a matter of sending in, of constructing additional temples to try and deal with this whole situation. Anyway, I think I'm going to leave this one here. We're doing some additional recruitment in the camp, just getting some more ancestor vessels, getting more spirit masters, getting more mounted guides. I might replace that with an ancestor guide and a mounted scout, and just try and get some more air magic searched up. We have a relatively good income at the moment, but it could always be better. I don't think there's anything to assign in our treasury. Let's have a look. Nope. So I think we're good to go. And yeah, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you next time. In terms of our research, we're not researching super quickly by any means, but we are getting there. So yeah, take care and have a good one.